Good morning. It's Mike Palmer from Mike Palmer Homes. Out here on a fine July morning up in Sherrills Ford, North Carolina. We're looking over this house plan we just completed. This was a custom designed home. First time we built it. And if you can see out here, got views of lake. We get up high, you got other views of lovely Lake Norman. So when we purchased this lot, when they purchased this lot, what we had in mind for the design the entire time was try to capture the views and maximize what you could do with it. Now, around here, we don't have as many building lots available as we used to, so we're kind of having to take what we can get from these lots, and sometimes we're gonna have to turn lemons into lemonade. Now, this was not a bad lot, but you can see up in the back how high it slopes up there and slope over here. What happened here, they had three big pin oaks up here. You also had there had been an existing house here that had been torn down, so it was an old septic system. The only place we could put the septic was further in the back. The neighbors put their septics in the front, but we didn't have that because of the soil had been disturbed before, so that wasn't available to us. So we really had to be careful about how we design the home and you know, where we put things. So that's what we did. You notice all these houses are further back. Would have been nice to have this a little further back and up the hill, but with what was available in the lot, that was not going to be possible. Now, so you see the front steps up there. We try not to have too many steps up front, but this lot slopes front to back, so I mean slopes upwards. So you're going to have your front steps are going to be higher. So when we built this porch, it was a lot higher than that. We brought in a lot of dirt. I don't know if it really shows here, but you see the lot next door. We cut some dirt out of the backyard, built up the front yard. So we kind of robbed Peter to pay Paul to maximize what we can get out of this lot. You see this grass here is just very, very thick. There's a reason for that. We just cut it too the other day, but this is actually millet, which is a grain. Now this you can mow, it's green, and there's a mixture of fescue, but in July the fescue barely grows. And we had brought in a lot of fill here, and on the side we did not want this eroding away because you need a stable base for where the driveway sits. So millet is very fast growing, very thick, and those roots stabilize the soil so it won't erode away. So in the fall, when it cools off, they're going to overseed and plant their fescue and you know, keep the soil intact, because if you get the rains we get, you have these big ruts eroded away in the yard. So we got that at the right time. And you notice in the flower beds, there's no shrubs. There's a reason for that. It's because in the middle of July, you put those shrubs in there, they'll be barbecued. They'll be crispy critters by the time. Not always, but they're just hard to maintain. The fall is a better time to plant these things, because then once the roots set in, then you don't have to worry about watering them all the time. So anyway, this is a concrete fiberboard siding, what I call hardy plank or Nishiha. We put a Southampton brick on here, triangle brick. Now you notice we have white soffit and accessories, and they did the black gutters, so for a nice contrast there on the gutters. Shutters, these are made in the field, and they are a cedar shutter. Sometimes we do cedar, or we do a product called Miratech, Miratech is this product here, composite. It's got a cedar grain to it. Looks like wood, but won't rot or rust. Rot or absorb moisture. Up there, we call that a vertical board and bat. See the vertical siding up there, and the trim around there is a craftsman style trim around the windows. This pattern with the bars the bars at the top of the window, that grid pattern is called Plaza, and it's pretty compatible with the craftsman look. Seems to be what people are selecting. And up in the soffits, we put some exterior soffit lights, some recessed can lighting in the soffits. Now I'm on the steps. Like I said, you see from up here, we had to build this up a lot. Oh, see, better views of the lake. And build these steps. Normally, in a perfect world, we would only have 2 steps, and we wouldn't need the railings. But if we built dirt up that high, it would be pretty awkward. So we had to make it so the lot looked like it made sense. Up here on the porch, they went with recessed lights up here. We've done all kinds of different things, from hanging lights to hurricane lights to ceiling fans. But they went with the recessed can lights up there. The header is Miratech beam, and they went with the stained cedar post. Match the shutters. They did with a mahogany front door. It's called Flemish glass. I really like the arch pattern in there. That goes well. And of course we have our tongue and groove knotty pine beadboard ceiling. Now when we're over 30 inches, we have to put railings on the deck. But it's taking what the lot gives us. So let's go take a look inside. All right, in our foyer, got a 2-story foyer, a light fixture. Isn't that cool? A round light fixture, cylindrical. This we call wainscoting. This trim that's part way up the wall, and this is a Craftsman style done with 1x4 and 1x8. When you first come in, you get this dramatic view of the fireplace. I'm going to put some cool pictures and stuff up there, but I really like the elegance of that fireplace. This is their office on the right. Now, the office was designed to have views. You got a view of the lake over there, and you got a view of the cove over here, and watch the boats come in and out. And they did a custom window seat here. That's going to have storage underneath, and they're going to get a cushion on there. But that's the office. These floors, Mannington luxury vinyl plank floor. I really like the way this looks, and the Manningtons cost a little more, but they have a coat of aluminum oxide on there, which is a durable wear layer, which not all of them have. Just coat closet, random vacuum cleaner closet, and we got a whole house shut off, so they can shut off the water to the whole house if you leave town or need to repair something. This is powder room. You got a nice round mirror in there, vessel sink. Isn't that cool? That fixture there. And again, you can look out and see the cove, see the lake from the bathroom. And you know, we like the Comfort Height elongated bowl toilet. Nice size commode. Anyway, oh, the trim. Yeah, that's the Craftsman style trim with that detail piece up top. Your traditional Craftsman, like they have on the windows, just this comes out an inch past here, but this one they did a little different. That's kind of a custom piece. Anyway, in the great room, this great room. Look at that ceiling. This is a 2-story great room. It's a 2-story foyer as well. We have a window up there for natural light in the great room. Got this great big, you got 2 sets of windows. And this side, there's a balcony to the loft. So from upstairs, you can look out these windows. And you get some more natural light windows up there. Give you some more views. For the back deck, they have the blinds built in the door. So again, and certain times it leaves, you can get lake views out here. But here's where the really more spectacular lake views are. Right here from this great room. And if you look in the great room, you've got the kitchen. I love that blue island. That really goes well with the gray. The great big island, the big kind of chunky legs there. Gray cabinets, shaker style cabinets. That's where your fridge is going to be. There's your microwave and your range. And look at that. It's got the wavy tile, wavy gray subway tile. And fiberglass hood. And that kind of clean lines for the crown mold on the cabinets. Yeah, and then they get farm style sink. I'm a fan of the one big sink. Some people like them half and half, 60-40. I'm a fan of the big sink. You got an air switch. You can't have electrical switch. That's for your disposer. There's your drain. And that farm sink come out. And look at that nice veining in the granite. That's a big island. But when you're here working in the kitchen, once again, you've got your lake views. And you can see through the study. You can get some glimpses through that window as well. You can see it here. Now this pantry, they put a obscured light pantry door. And this I call the pantry from heaven. Look at this. Let me get a light on here. You got melamine shelves. They do have a cost to them. They got that nice curved. And you can adjust the heights on them. That is nice. And it's like almost like a Formica top, so you can wipe down, you know, residue. And it's got a window. Oh, there's the neighbors. And in the pantry, once again, you got views of the lake. In between the houses, you can see the boats coming by. And I know that feel. I don't live on the lake. I live across from the lake, but I see boats and I get that whole lake feel every time I come home and drive through the neighborhood. So it's pretty cool. Oh, these pendant lights. Big, almost hurricane. They got the Edison bulbs in there. Let me turn that on. Edison bulbs. We go under cabinet lighting. Oh, that'll make a nice photo, just like that. And dishwashers over here on the side of the sink. And that's where your dining area is. And they have the home office instead of the formal dining room. But I like the feeling one dining area is enough. And once again, in the dining area, you can see palm trees and the lake. To get more views. There's a view of the woods at the back. You don't quite see lake there, but that's okay. We've got a lot of lake views. Now from the garage, when you come in the garage, you know this garage is kind of high up. The garage is in the front of the house, and we had the height issue. The lot sloped up this way, so we raised this as much as we can and still have the driveway comfortable. But we ended up with some steps, but it's not too many. And still, I have a similar layout at my own personal home, and you get used to these steps. It's not too bad, but we really do try to minimize them when we can, because we don't have a landing, and you can just have 2 steps here and take up less room in your garage. But they still have a nice big garage. It gets kind of tall, but and they have their own entrance door here, which is really, really nice. So you don't have to open that garage door every time. And you have this nice area here for stuff. You put a little workbench or a closet or tool closet, or the spare fridge. And here, this is a little trick we do. You see how this wall protrudes out a little bit? It's a relief. We built a second wall here to put the box in. The breaker box, and that makes it just a lot easier for the electricians, because instead of having to drill diagonal through the wall, they can come down and drill. It's kind of hard to explain through the framing, but this wall is insulated, so when you put this box in, it's hard to insulate behind it, so we can get a better insulation of the wall inside there. It's just easier all the way around. You got to pay for a few more 2x4s, and with the price of lumber these days, that does cost something, but still, it's a lot nicer. And let me just show it from the driveway out here. Oh, wood grain garage door, but there's your we call it a man door entrance, and you can put your garbage cans and stuff out here, and that way you're not wearing out the garage door when you come in and out. And they got a nice little turnaround pad here. I'm going to show you. I want to show you the shower. That's the shower right there. We'll get to that in a minute. Come in the garage, and you do have to go up a few steps, but that's a small price to pay, I think, for as cool as this house came out. Now we have what's called a drop zone here, where you drop everything, or cubbies for shoes. You put some hooks up here for sweatshirts, book bags, hoodies. Stairs go up. We have a decorative rail on the stair. Now the stair is an actual oak, and this is a vinyl plank, but they just match the color as best they can, and I think they really did a good job. It's really, really close to make that real oak look like the mannequin floor. Laundry room. I have that purdy sink in the laundry room, and then you can have your washer dryer there. Hanging shelf and LED fixture. Oh, and this crown, this is called Curtis crown. Put crown mold to the main living areas. Let's go check out the master suite. Here's the door into the master bedroom. Oh, we got our Honeywell programmable thermostat over here. Into the master suite. Now, the bed's going to go there. I'm sorry, bed goes here. We've got USBs on either side. Now, got windows on either side of the bed. Now, you look out here, once again, the master suite. So when we did this on paper and designed it, we designed everything to capture the lake. So you can see lake through there, and you've got the retractable blinds. The blinds in between the glass. And that's a French door, so they can conceivably just open it up in nice weather and go outside there. And the back porch is there, so when later they may put a patio or pavers out there. Now here we go in the bedroom closet area, and we like to put crown mold in the master suite. And look up here, we have accent lighting. There's a rope light up behind the crown mold. It's dropped down. Oh, look at that fan. Look at the wood grain on that fan. That is a pretty fan. Now, you come in here, the master suite, you've got a closet over here with nice shelves. And you've got another closet there. So we've got his and hers closets. They help maintain the marital bliss. I love this tile. 12 by 24 tiles. It's got the veining and the clean lines, and you got his and hers vanities with vessel sinks. And look at that mirror. It's got the herringbone pattern, which matches the herringbone pattern of the floor. With this shower, we're originally going to have a wall straight up there, but they decided instead to do a half wall with glass. And they got a rain shower head. So there's your control. You got 2 entrances either way in the shower, and you got transom windows. Leaded natural light, so you get a feel of the trees. You got a band of that herringbone pattern tile, which matches the mirror, which matches the mosaic on the floor. And we always go with smaller tiles on the floor because they have to build this floor out of concrete, and it slopes towards a drain, a nice square drain. So the smaller tiles hug the contours of the floor a lot better. But I like the way that pulls that accent band together, which pulls together with the mirrors. And they went with a linen closet here. For a light fixture. It's a cool light fixture, seated glass, it has little bubble accent in the glass. Now these windows, being they're less than 50 inches, the bottom had to be tempered. That ended up being a code issue for us, so we had to scramble at the last minute, because windows are hard to get in this age of supply chain disruptions. This is just a commode room, and this is closet number 2. This one's smaller. I imagine this is his closet, but they got the built-in closet organizers with the drawers and the rub bronze hangers to match their hardware, lever hardware, and they just went with a carpet in here. But that's your master suite, and I'll say it's a pretty darn nice master suite from where I'm sitting. And they ran the tile all the way up, and we put 2 can lights in there. Go with that. All right, let's go check out upstairs where the kids belong. All right, we got this nice wood stair, nice decorative stair right out here in the open. Stairs, and then it changes to carpet up here on the landing. And we got crown mold up here. This is all visible from the ground. So is this up here? Because you can see up here in the loft from the ground level. But when you get up here, this is going to be, you know, where the kids play. A nice floor outlet. You can plug in whatever you need to plug in, but you can see down top of the fireplace floor, and now you're up higher, and you got even better views of the lake. You even get some views out this window. This is the most direct view, and I don't know if this camera is capturing adequately, but these really are nice views. And that's the whole ball of wax, what the house was designed for. And we did the cedar beams in the ceiling. Nice, look at that cage on Edison bulbs on that big old fan. It's nice and eyeball lights up there. The great room really makes this. And we got one light in the middle here and a bunch of recessed lights in the ceiling. So this is bedroom number 2. There's 3 bedrooms up here. Again, you can see the lake there. Between the house, see the lake there. See the lake there. All designed for the views. We went with a standard Roman arch door. And it's a wire shelf closet organizer. And I like these doors. Probably heard me say this in a lot of videos, but I like these ball catch doors because they got real hinges. When you have those, the bifold, they're my least favorite because they end up broken before we've even done the house, and they can be problematic to maintain. For the homeowners, the other bedroom, you got 3 bedrooms up here. This one does not have as spectacular a view, but you got nice peaceful woods back here. It's a beautiful area, and if you look this way, I don't know if you can see it here, but I can see, you do get some view of the lakes and the lake houses. This is the kids' bathroom. This here, that piece of granite. That's cool. Like that mirror. Love that mirror. And they went with the tiles around in the tub. I like that niche with the mosaics. And this had, you know, clipped roof, angled roof, so we got a little creative with the tile. It's got a nice foot tile there because that would catch a lot of steam. There's your fan up in the clip ceiling, your commode, towel rack, and there is a closet over here Linen closet for the kids' bath. Nice to have. There's one bath upstairs, and there's a powder room and a full bath downstairs. Now, this is the bedroom number 4, I guess the last bedroom. And it is a real pretty street, pretty trees. And do we get any lake over here? Oh, maybe if we craned our neck, but not really. You got a closet there. Again, with our attic storage. Not huge, but we still have, I like a full-size door to access anything whenever possible. But that's where the air conditioning unit is. And over here, because of that clip ceiling, we couldn't get a full-size door, but we still have a pretty good size door. So you're not on your hands and knees. And this is over the garage. I mean, if somebody wanted to add a bath and all, this is all, you could add more space up here. But we just put plywood down to make them a full floor so they have plenty of storage up here, which is something everybody likes. And more view of that. I think I've covered the whole house here. So hopefully you found something of value here and enjoy this. If you could smash the like button and the subscribe button, that would help us a whole bunch. Helps the algorithm. You know what? I want to discuss the septic system a little bit here with something that is significant. So bear with me. All right, out here, I had done another video on this. You got your septic field, your septic, as you clean out. Your pipe comes out here, goes into this tank. Septic field is up higher, so we had to have another pump tank, and you see the alarm there. And we had to move a lot of dirt around to make this work, but it goes up into that big field up there. Come around back here, you can kind of see how the elevation of the ground changes. The old septic system, when we started digging, we found it out back here. And so we had to, we had to scoop it out. We had to take it out of here. So we cut that back. So you got some hill going into your backyard here. But all this is all very workable. It's just what we have to do to make a house work. We got steps up there on the back porch. But we were low enough where we didn't need railings up there. So they may put a patio out here and pavers. See, this grass is kind of sparse, but it is really hard to make anything grow in July. It's just so hot that the fescues don't grow. So that's why we mix and millet and some other grasses in here. And in North Carolina, the weeds will grow. Then they die as soon as it cools off and overseed in the fall. And that's a vacant lot over there. They also picked up. Oh, anyway, so once I get all this grass in, it'll look beautiful like that over there. But here's the house from the back. But this could end up being a real nice play area. Take one more look around. Again, we appreciate you watching our videos. And I know I said it before, but there's a like button and a subscribe button on there. Feel free to push them if you like what you see, because we got more content and it helps the algorithm get our message out to more people. And what we're trying to do here is raise awareness the issues here, because seems to be something people like to consume. Oh, there's our crawl door, our access to our crawl space. Anyway, once again, thanks for visiting, and we'll see you on the next video.